everyone for this webinar. My name is Gajendra Rawat. I manage partnerships at ValueFirst with Meta. Alongside with me, I have Varun, who manages product. So we'll cover each and every point, whatever possible within the timelines. And if you have any questions, we'll take the question and answers, and Varun will help me in that. And basically, the slides talks about what are the new features, what are the new price points of WhatsApp, and how better can we do that? Can we execute together? So there we go. So as we all know, WhatsApp is world's most trusted channel for B2C engagements. It's and there are multiple reasons behind it. And one of the prominent reasons that I find myself is because of its unmatched and unparalleled reach. About 2 billion monthly active users in 180 countries, 175 million people message a business account every day. But the most engaging point, or the most interesting point, is their engagement rates and how intuitive is this product as is. So 70% of WhatsApp users check it daily. And if I talk about my personal experience, I mean, and I'm sure most of us fall in the same bracket or same bucket, wherein while we get up in the morning, we check our WhatsApps and then we move further, right? And that's how it goes. And same goes, and if we talk about ROIs, read rates is like 80% and 45% to 60% is what their CTRs across different industries. So that's the magnitude and that's the power of WhatsApp overall. Then any product which has an impact in the market is known for its evolvement, its newness, its creativity, and that's where WhatsApp has an edge over a lot of communications. And within the short span of time, it has become essential commodity for every business to have right now. So WhatsApp has a strong product roadmap for building intuitive features that would help business scale. And when we talk about CX, it is more towards understanding customer needs, engaging them to that level that it brings some value on the table. And ValueFirst is so far doing really well. And whatever little I know about WhatsApp, their roadmap seemed to be way ahead of the times. So I'll move to the next slide, which talks about what scale it is generating at the moment, right? And as a business platform, how is it empowering many businesses as we speak? Like I talked about, what is the reach right now? WhatsApp is everywhere, right? It started from using it, I mean, the way every individual uses it, but the evolvement has moved to a level wherein businesses are using it more frequently now, and the numbers are increasing every day. So it has become the need for every business. And the most interesting part is intuitively conversational, wherein it helps us create or strike different dialogues at many intervals. So the dialogues that we are interacting, we are creating a motion wherein we are able to understand the customer, and it's becoming a two-way communication. Third feature, which again talks about this intuitiveness to engaging. And when we talk about engaging feature, it means completely generating that delightful experience that help drive business outcomes. So it is just not that two people are talking and generating some conversation, but at the same time, what value add are we doing? And is this value add creating that easiness for the brand and its user? That's what is WhatsApp, that's what WhatsApp is focusing to. Then comes the quality by design. Quality is a measurable tool, right? We all know that. But how do we ensure that we are getting this up right there by taking quality feedbacks? Their APIs has built-in user feedback controls. This helps ensure that engagement stays high over the time. And of course, the last feature, which basically amplifies the entire WhatsApp system, is the automation and the scale. So this platform helps you connect different conversational channels, helps you build the system in a way that the user journey can be leveraged upon. So I'll move to the next slide. Wow. So third thing, so there could be multiple use cases, there could be different segments, there could be, within the use cases, there could be multiple use cases as well, right? So we'll start with support and then marketing, commerce, but support is my personal favorite because I come from school and I know how support has evolved over the time, from basic call center to automation to CRM to, understanding the journey through the inference making system, right? And then preparing the cohorts, understanding the preference centers, and then creating journey and deciding your own, customer lifecycle journey. So 24/7 support is, we all know that, support is on one hand, when it gives a vision, but at the same time, it is cost as well. So how do we optimize that cost? And that's where WhatsApp has empowered us, wherein 24/7 support can be managed through WhatsApp if we integrate smart AI, ML driven bots, depending on the industries. And, so basically, I'll just go back to the past. As I said, that I come from old school, right? So you remember, one of the premier telecom partners we used to call basic customer care system, and we used to hang in there and on the IVRs, and then in the end, call gets disconnected. And it's the basic information that we would like to fetch out from the system. Unfortunately, this system is gone. And it was changed about a decade ago, when a leading telecom player introduced self-care system. So that system taught the entire industry that all the basic queries can be handled by the customer on their own. And that's where bot is really handy. And this is an extended version of what we can see of self-care. So 24/7 support, you can manage support, you can optimize your cost. And what is it doing actually? It is helping you build the confidence in the customer's understanding. It is reducing its wait time. It is helping you give better first call resolution, better experience as whole. So that's where now there could be different debates, there could be different ideas and thought, oh, maybe language is not supported, maybe understanding is not clear. And that's where the revolution comes, when we plug in a live agent. So when we have a live agent, it's a human to human touch, right? It's purely a question on the chat, and one can interact, share their thoughts, tickets can be logged, and a lot can be done. So what would be the end result? The end result would definitely be the better CSATs, better customer satisfaction scores, and many more. And eventually, if we wrap up everything under one shed, we would understand that better your CSATs are, your business gets the positive impact as well. So all your requests, your complaints, your queries gets answered under one shed. And it is really, really helpful for many businesses around. By looking at the size that India market has at the moment, and of course the global market. Then comes the marketing. Now, marketing has predominantly, if you look at the marketing, predominantly you need to acquire new customers, and then you need to work on your existing base, and then you need to win back your lost customers. So when we talk about acquiring new customers, how are you generating the lead? What kind of responses would you want from your customer to understand, okay, this is the need and this is what I need to throw to my customers to get more details. So that is where you can generate that interest. You gauge the interest, and as per the preference centers, you can collect the data and shoot your conversation as per customer's choice. Now, when you talk about retaining, engaging, and growth, there are different segments to it, and WhatsApp is definitely with your customer lifecycle management can do wonders to your business. Promotions, on the other hand, it offers upsell, it offers cross-sell, it sells the new product, hyper personalization, and a lot of things that you can do. One thing that I believe that loyalty, as subject in marketing is not being used as much as it could be. But to tell you from my experience, with some of the brands that we are working with, WhatsApp loyalty campaigns are doing amazing. it totally depends on marketers, on the brand, on the brands. How do they want their existing base uh, to be utilized, in a smarter way? We can have case studies from different segments. We can understand what new things can be added to the existing system to ensure that better results can be reaped out. So that was marketing, very short, very crisp. But again, it is something that it's a food for thought for a lot of people, right? To leverage the overall system as a support and marketing as another segment to increase or retain the existing businesses. The most interesting part of these life cycle, what is being displayed on the screen, is commerce. So commerce in itself, has changed the dynamics of how we used to purchase. From zero moment of truth to this particular moment, we have evolved a lot, right? So we used to go to the stores, and then this website era came, and then everything was on website, though still there, right? But still, people are like everything on mobile phone. It's so easy, it's so handy, it's so mobile, that people would like to stay there on the mobile, and then try to improve their shopping skills, improve their shopping experience, sorry. So that's where I think in the recent developments, WhatsApp has done an amazing job, and what they have done is though you have a website, and website, you have multiple SKUs, right? And of course, all SKUs cannot be implemented directly on the WhatsApp, but then you have certain hero SKUs that you can put it on your WhatsApp, right? And make it a real system where people can choose the list of articles of their own choice, add to the cart, do the payment, and exit. That's what the power is. So what has happened, it has decreased the time that you're spending on apps, right? Because sometimes it's really confusing. You have multiple facets and you don't know which one to choose, and then ultimately you get out of the system. Now there could be multiple journeys that one can have on commerce, and I'm putting a lot of emphasis on commerce because this is one area wherein a lot of e-commerce companies, I feel that there's a lot of scope in that. One can utilize the product search option, can have personalization, you can and you can have abandoned cart. For that matter, if I talk about in particular about e-commerce, RTO is one section wherein one can really think aloud, because it's a cost, and then it's a shelf cost, and then your product is going for a toss if it is being returned every now and then. So that's where we can create certain journeys, get the inferences, and then plan our communication in a way that it saves the cost for us. Then, of course, comes the feedback section, which again get covered under the support head. But then feedback can be on different mechanism, right? Like if I tell you that, okay, delivery may be good, but the packaging is not good. And that's where the constructive feedback, if it comes across, it can help package a better deal for the customer. And of course, it will again add up to one bucket, which is customer experience. Then comes the upsell and cross-sell, which I talked about. It is one sellable aspect, and and of course the hyper personalization. How do we do that? That's our choice. But then the concept of loyalty, which is there in the marketing, and then concept of win back your old customer, because the churn in commerce industry is super high. So how do we deal with that situation? That is also we need to consider. And in such scenarios, WhatsApp, small, you can integrate bot, and then you can have small journeys, depending on what your ROI is in the mind, and depending on what exactly you need. So if we are able to solve the question, what's in it for me, we are already there. So moving to the next one. So ValueFirst and WhatsApp are working together on a newer and richer feature stack, as there are certain features which have already been released in the market. There are certain features which are already in the pipeline. So one of the features that was introduced some time back was click to WhatsApp ad. Again, it's a good combination of your Facebook, your social media channel, like as in Facebook, and WhatsApp. So whatever you have, like ad is running there, and you click on that, click on that advertisement, you click on that advertisement, and you straight away land onto the WhatsApp. Now you can integrate a bot, or it could be a just brand communication. That totally depends on you. But this will give you an advantage overall because it is automatically inciting the user to click on that link and then putting you to a conversational channel which can help take the lead from the buying point of view, or maybe query request or complaint point of view as well, for that matter, right? Depending on how you plan your journey. Same goes with QR codes, wherein the closest example that I can give you about QR codes is uh, you go to a restaurant, you scan something, and you have your menu right there. Similar is the case with QR code, wherein you scan something, and in retail section you can get to know, example, you have a shopping mall or a shopping brand, let's say, and you click on that link and you get to know as to what all locations is it there. And then, of course, it lands to a certain WhatsApp links as well, which can help you get better results. There are a couple of things which are in the awareness stage and are pipelined. One is category search, wherein it works like it is completely industry-based system. You list your brand under certain categories. Example, hospitality is one industry, right? And you have categorized it. You write hospitality, and it shows you all the options, whatever is there in the nearest geography or territory. Then is the popular businesses. This is specifically meant for the businesses which are like small in size or mid size, right? People can list up their businesses, and one can find as per their brand name as well, or some initial as well. Though this feature is some of these features are already live in rest of the world, but for India market, it may take a bit of time. We don't have a timeline as we speak, a formal timeline though, but then we are expecting some of these features to be live in another maybe another 2 quarters or so, or less than 2 quarters. Then, of course, the marketing messages, which are business as usual. This is very generic, right? That we use on a day day-on-day basis, right? What kind of promo messages are we sending? What is happening? We are trying to sell, upsell, cross-sell. That's a generic message. But the interesting part, now the next one is very, very interesting, which is catalog. Catalog is predominantly divided into two parts. One is your single catalog, and second one is multiple catalog. It is very simple, single catalog only will have only one product listed there. You choose the product, add to the cart, payment, and move out, right? Similar is the case where you can have multiple product listed there. You can choose the product, add them to the cart, and then move on. That's how it works. Catalog as a CTA is again a live feature, and just beneath that, if you just look here, it says customer care messages. This is predominantly a part of catalog as CTA as well. So I'll explain more about it once I explain customer care messages. And then you have a send user location, when one can send the user location, and then it moves on. We can have more details on it once this product is live in India. And then address messages. So it is basically an easiness address messages, wherein let's say I have this catalog system in place through my WhatsApp, and I have ordered something and there is an address. So now what will happen? This is a feature, of course, you'll have to integrate different technologies and API to it, but then this feature, how it works, basically, I will enter my address, and that address can be replicated to my order as well at the same time. That's how it works. The closest example that I can give you, you order something on Swiggy or Zomato, and then it gives you the choice of multiple addresses. So from there, like you choose the address, similar is the function with this feature as well. And then you have next in the line is the transactional notification. So transactional notification is basically the transactional messages, or post transaction messages as well. So that's how it works. Now, customer care messages are a very interesting feature. It works like, so you have certain catalogs saved, and these catalogs, like an entire shopping cart that you can show, or maybe some facets that you would like to show on the screen of your users. Same customer care messages can be displayed or to be sent across through to the users as a template. Now, in that particular template, you can put a CTA, and which is right there under the consideration third option. You can put a catalog. You can put a CTA there, and CTA could be shop now or explore more or anything, whatever you like as per your journey. That's how it works. And then send business location is another feature which is due to come. And so again, like I said, that we do not have any formal communication as to when is this getting launched, but some of these features are already live in the rest of the world. Then comes the re-engagement, wherein quality-based messagings are happening. So excuse me. So quality-based messaging is, I mean, in very layman term, I would say, you can determine the quality of your templates. So that is where, and trust me, this is a game changer, because the better your quality, the better your template qualities are, the better results you are going to get. And if this is being utilized in the most effective way, it is rest assured that you would be getting the best results altogether. So that's how it is. Then we have custom forms, different extension, and when I talk about this different extensions, it is predominantly, any new development which can be plugged with this system. That's how it is. Right, moving on to the next feature, which is called address message. And as I explained how it works, so I'll just read out. Address message gives you your users a simpler way to share the shipping address with business on WhatsApp. Address messages are interactive message that contains the four main parts: header, body, footer, and action, as you may see in the screenshots. Inside the action component, business, specific names, address change. Currently, address messages are supported in the following countries: India and Singapore. Below table outlines which field are supported in which countries specifically. So moving on to our main topic, price change. June 1st, definitely a lot of people are waiting, especially BSPs, and it's talk of a town at the moment. So what is changing actually? So why is this change? What difference is it making? A lot of questions are there. So one thing remains as is, which means, so earlier you used to have two conversations. Earlier used to have two type of conversations: with business initiated conversation and user initiated conversations. Now, that business initiated conversation is split into three parts. One is marketing, another one is utility, and third one is authentication. However, your user initiated conversation stays as is, which is called as service communication conversations. So we'll understand more about it. Marketing conversations. So I'll give you a bit of detail on what is basically marketing and other conversations right now, and what are the different dynamics around it. So marketing conversations are basically business initiated conversation, predominantly to market a product or service to customer. Some of the reports says that 93% of the business reported an incremental and improved conversion rate. And like I said in the first slide, this is the USP of WhatsApp, wherein we can see escalated, very improved CTRs. And as the data speaks in itself, like 93% business are showing the incremental, and it's a global number. Then 20% increase in average order value. That's again, that's amazing, and it is not limited only to India. It is basically coming from different geographies, and of course talked and discussed amongst various forums too. So utility conversation is second in line, right? So utility conversation in a simpler word, I would say, you withdraw money from from your ATMs and you get message, your account has been debited with this, or maybe you shop and then you get a message, thank you so much for shopping with us. You make the payments, we have received your payments, and such kind of small confirmation messages. But all these messages have one thing in common, that these all are post transaction messages. Now, moving to what are the stats about this particular genre? It says proven ROI for operational efficiencies, 50 to 70% of care tickets are resolved by automation. You see what kind of workload is getting reduced by such automations. And that's the need of the hour at the moment, because as a general psyche says, we need to get maximum result with minimum clicks. And that's what it suffices here. So yeah, moving on to authentication, the last one. Authentication is OTP cases predominantly. This is live in a lot of countries right now, but in India, it may take some time. Still, we do not have a complete detail on the pricing, a complete detail on as to when is it getting released in India. However, as I said, that it may happen anytime in another less than 2 quarters, I would say. Yeah. All right, then moving to the next slide. Let's understand a little more on marketing conversation. What does it say? What all categories does it fall? And you may see the examples as well. So marketing conversation in general, right? What is it? I mean, I'm shopping something. I want my customers or users to shop. I want my customers to come back to me and shop more. I want customers who are not shopping for some time, want them to come back and shop again. It's all marketing. I am giving them special offers. I'm running win back campaigns. I am running loyalty campaigns. This is all marketing. So product recommendation, back in stock alerts, timely offers, cart recovery alerts, informational alerts, and of course, rebuy, relook reminders, and many more cases such like that. So if you look at the examples, if you look at the screenshot which is attached there, get ready to look cool this summer with our exclusive summer sale. Start shopping now. So as soon as the seat is there, as soon as you click on shop now, a catalog may come up, and then you can again do your purchase cycle. What could be the easiest examples that can fit into the template? If you buy 2 or more coffee, you will get 5% off. Thanks for your order. You saved your code is 20%, save 20. That's your code to get 20% off. Your prepaid balance is low. Click here to top up, get 10% bonus, and many more such cases. I mean, we know all of this, but I just want to reiterate. All right. So moving on to utility conversation. This is definitely new. Wasn't there in the system. And this is one of the babies coming from BI. So utility conversations are basically, delivery alerts, reminders, timely offers, bill statement, anything which is in particular related to post transaction, and general alerts as well. So you may look at the example right on the screenshot. Your order, this, delivery will reach today by 9 p.m. Just a confirmation, right? Now, one can have multiple journeys after that. You can add another templates. You can have marketing template. You can have service template as well. And we'll talk more about it in our next slides. However, if you look at the examples of this, your order 0021 is confirmed. Thank you for your reservation, and many more. If you look at the examples, I will leave here all of you for 20 seconds to read all those examples. As this is the new category, I would want you to spare some time on this, please. All right, then let's move on to the next slide. Next slide is authentication. Like I said, this is not yet approved in India. Not yet live is the right word, not approved. Definitely, they must be trying. But this is not live in India as we speak. However, it is live in other countries and doing pretty well. And I personally find it really good. It is very secure, very intuitive. And the examples on the screenshot says only one example, because it says, you have your one-time passcode and then OTP, and then you just copy and then move on from there. And Example says your verification code, and then of course the text is custom. For your security, do not share this code. Again, an information which is, I think, aligned with RBI, basic RBI guidelines. And then, of course, your timelines that your OTP may expire in certain duration. And so, yeah. All right. So all of most of your, I mean, all of you are VF family, are the part of VF family. And here I'm extremely happy to report that migration of all existing templates have been completed, and you can check them on your MIS, WhatsApp, or Infinito accounts. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support teams. We will be more than happy to assist you further. Right. Now, this is really interesting, and I would want your attention here. So, pricing explainer, we tried, we have tried to give you certain examples, which are like very generic, very basic in nature, and just want your little attention on that, so that if there are any ambiguities, you can have or any questions for us, we can definitely answer them. However, for the timing, if you could just look at these examples. These will really help you and your teams. So two templates of the same category result in only one conversation. A utility conversation is opened at 9 p.m. When a utility template message is delivered, later with the utility conversation still open, another utility template message is delivered. So one thing that we need to have common here is the template type. So if our template type is same, we can send multiple utility messages, and it will be charged only once. So the pro tip here is, please listen to this very carefully, maximize engagement using multiple templates of the same kind. Share status update, billing statement, post-purchase notification, reminder, loyalty points, like I said in the previous slides. So make a note of it. This is really, really interesting. So this is where we can be really smart in choosing the template categories, template types, and make sure that we are doing it only for a single user, not to multiple users. Yeah. Then goes to pricing explainer point number 2, opening a utility conversation inside a marketing conversation. Now look at so before I read out this to you, right, please have a look at the screenshot there on the screen, which says, hi Aman, get ready for tracking season as our track series are out. Find out the adventures. This is purely marketing right now. Your purchase cycle is completed, and beneath that you have, dear Aman, thank you for your purchase. Our order is out for delivery and should reach out to you by 9 p.m. So within the marketing template, it is a utility template as well. So what is it saying? Include a marketing element in utility that follow a scheduled campaign. This converts a utility template to a marketing template with conversational CDP segmenting customer for relevant recommendation and offers. So that's how it goes. You can plan your journey in a way that it becomes interesting for a user to see, to experience. And that's where you will leverage the entire system altogether. Explainer number 3, template with both utility and market. Have a look at it. It says, hi, Ankita, good news, your package has shipped. And later on, it says, here's your tracking information and a 20% off coupon next time you shop with us. Now, if you look at this template, it's an amalgamation of utility plus marketing. But how are we leveraging it? That's totally up to us, And it totally depends on how you choose your template. But in this particular category, this will mostly, whenever marketing content is identified in template, the template will be categorized as marketing. That's thumb rule. So if they are, because of this is greater size, marketing is a greater size product or template or category. That's why it is there. And then we have a pro tip, and please have a note of it. Evaluate the best time to initiate a marketing message. Start by making the post-purchase experience seamless and cross-sell after an apt window to maximize conversion. In a shorter and a simpler way, I would say, do your time optimization, do your send time optimization, do understand as to what is the best time, where can the readability be better, and where can this readability get into the conversion, and then conversion get into some money. So that's how we need to see. And of course, once we understand this cycle, we also need to understand what is the purchase experiences and what all can be sold more on these channels. So let's move on to, with this note, let's move on to explainer number 4. which says, what happens if I send templates of two different categories in the same 24-hour conversation window? I would leave you here for 15 seconds. Just read it, understand what could be the answer to this question, though it is written there, but have a look at it, analyze all by yourself by looking at the screenshot, and also read out the pro tip. It has answered it, and it's deeply important for all of us. So it says a service conversation opens a separate marketing conversation. It is driving the user to give the inputs. And from that input, we are driving a marketing conversation. And we can have another conversation, another type of conversation as well. But in this particular scenario, we have injected only the marketing conversation. It is very relatable. Most of the brands are doing this at the moment, and it is working well for them. So yeah, you can choose your templates well, you can create your journeys, you can understand as to how this flow can help you gain better mileage. Yeah. So pro tip, use free form messages to engage customers during the 24-hour service conversation window. All right, then on this note, this is the end of the slides and explainers. I am moving to the question and answer round.